All right. Go ahead and get in a recap of last session.
We found the
Yeah,
rest of the keys.
We found the rest of the keys. We explored the rest of the dungeon, went to the treasure room, tried to avoid setting off any more traps. One room I particularly enjoyed was finding the Kenneth mind sharpening focus generator, where we approached it and gained spell slots.
Yeah.
And I sat there being like, can we take this with us? This is the treasure, right? What do we need the keys or we just bring this back?
Get those keys out of here.
Yeah, we bring this back to the Dragonhawk, and short rests are gonna be way more fruitful.
Yeah, to that note, right? That effect lasts until you long rest. So and I say that you were exiting the trap dungeon at about midday because you camped out for the night, started first thing in the morning. So you've got quite a few more hours of that effect until you long rest. What else?
I mean, aside from Valerian's sword digivolving, I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
It's not an exciting recap because it was mostly gameplay.
That's true. Yeah, it was a lot of trap navigation.
Yeah, we found that when we got the sword upgraded, we solved the whole thing with a lightning field rift enclosed in some sort of spiky covering, and an adjacent room to that was, I think, like the personal home or quarters of I think someone familiar with spell jamming. Even at the end of the kind of light maze where we climbed on top of that statue, we got to the console controlling the rest of the ship. So we have some news to bring back to Bright Rest.
And you also have the captain's log, which is unreadable in its current state due to it being coded. Yeah, I think that sums it all up. So everybody take your inspirations.
Our union mandated inspiration.
Your union mandated inspiration. Negotiations are rough.
Yeah, his blood was shed.
Chewingas were on our side, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chewingas were on our side.
Maternity. Okay.
The players' union has come in. Mr. DM, you have to give us level 20 right now, actually.
Oh!
I mean, listen. If we get real bored of this campaign, we might go nuclear. I am not afraid to kick off part 2 early to salvage the rest of this campaign.
Nothing to salvage, man. I think you're being a little too critical. The campaign's great.
That's
Campaign's
fair.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm a little self conscious right now. So, well, I tend to
We've had a couple breaks. We've had a couple of short sessions.
That's right,
We just gotta get
that's
back to the
right.
swing of things.
For sure.
That's right.
Because from our perspective, we're getting to play a fun D&D, and from your perspective, you're not getting to do the thing you want to do. So I think on your side, you feel like it's worse than it really is, because I think all the players are having fun, man. Like it's really, you're doing a great job.
I appreciate. I needed that vote of confidence. Thank you.
Yeah, there's I feel like on like the GM side of D&D, I sometimes got the feeling it's not sometimes play for the GM. It's like they have content they want to roll out, but I think it's the pressures, or the game is everyone participating. It's not just whether or not the GM can roll out all the accoutrement, all the bells and whistles. I always think of it sometimes like especially when we do music and maps. Like, have you ever seen one of those guys, like a one-man band, where like he's playing the harmonica. He's like he has like drums on his like shoes. When he steps, there are like bells going on. He's playing the guitar simultaneously, and I'm just like, sometimes it feels like that as a GM. And when I have like multiple tokens, I'm also spinning plates. It's all right. It's not a talent show every week.
Yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I am not inclined to stop. I was just having a moment of doubt. I appreciate.
You know what, Chris? You take an inspiration for one.
Yeah, how about you?
I am. I am taking an inspiration. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, you want that monster to hit? You want that monster to hit Rick? You go for it. You got that advantage.
Y'all are buttering me up. Maybe I'll drop that 4th 0 on the next big boss. Okay. All right. Well. So yeah. Y'all depart the ship of salvation. Your Dragonhawk ship was, I think, apart a little bit of ways, but you came in on the little on the Juniper, if I recall correctly.
I think we left the Dragonhawk at Bright Rest, right?
That makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the Dragonhawk token, but yeah, I think I didn't make a separate Juniper one. So yeah, you did because you left it in the harbor. That makes sense. So yeah, you're aboard the Juniper, but you have to go at minimum back to Bright Rest to pick up your ship, or you can leave it there. And you also want to drop off at minimum, you want to drop off the book that you were promised to get your reward.
Perhaps. I have a question for the crew here. Do we want to divert? Because nothing's stopping us from taking the Juniper to Blackfield, and being like, hey, Bright Rest had us recover this book. You know anything about it?
Yeah.
If y'all feel like messing with the GM,
Blackfield.
I'm fine.
What do you want to find out?
See, I don't think there's any conspiracy. I don't have any suspicions about Bright Rest. I am just noticing now though that like we are kind of like Bright Rest thinks we're off doing the temple. Our crew is back in the harbor. We have no reason to suspect that like anything bad is going to happen. We kind of have the map to ourselves. We're like, though we have our obligations. I don't think it would be in character for us to like abandon that. But we do kind of have like the field ahead of us if we wanted to like split off and do something else. If not, I think it makes a lot of sense just to go right back to Bright Rest. But I was going to put the idea out there.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's stopping you. Your Shalom said his brother is in Blackfield. Chief Roheen is in Blackfield planning an expedition. So you could go straight there, or you could go back to Bright Rest. It's up to y'all. Or you can go to Frosthollow.
My understanding is that there is like a little bit of a brothers quarrel going on. Nothing like crazy, but there's some, they have differing ideologies.
I think it got so bad that they just went to different settlements as well, right? Like at least, and maybe I'm misremembering, but I felt like it wasn't like there's gonna be blood deep, but it was pretty deep as far as like, the disagreements and like what they wanted to do differently.
They're not on speaking terms as far as I'm aware. Right. That's my impression. And Bright Rest is the nerd haven. They actually care about knowledge and stuff, whereas Blackfield is kind of, I think also like the Bright Rest faction kind of like thinks there's still a chance they can go back.
Right.
And while the rest of them are like, nah, we gotta figure something out on our own.
And I don't think it's a bad idea either, because if we are going to, like right now we're putting all of our trust in the first settlement that we came across.
Yeah.
And we've done that a couple times.
We haven't gotten the full story before making decisions.
Exactly. So maybe we don't even have to visit the other people. We could, but maybe we don't have to necessarily. We just needed to code this captain's log first. At least take some time if we can find out how to decode it.
Yeah, is it written in a different language and decoded, or is it just like coded? Like, is the script?
It's
like what? Yeah.
the language doesn't matter as much because
you have comprehend languages. Yeah.
I could give the tiara to anybody as well.
Based on what we know, though, I bet Brightrest, they have the only people that could decode this, to be honest. But maybe there's like some, like Aventon, like this is like an Aventon code, like any Aventon or Aventon ancestor, they'd have like the knowledge to do this.
Maybe there's like a derivative, like a kind of code that made its way into Eberron, like the other kind of like Signy's people, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's planning an expedition, right? He must know something or have some context, even if he doesn't have that academic background.
If we did go to Blackfield, which I understand is like the much smaller settlement, I think we'd keep things close to the chest, though, before we tell them about all this stuff. Maybe just get some more context before we... And maybe just going to Blackfield and be like, okay, yeah, let's just head back to Brighthaven. Or Brightrest.
Yeah, just to see, you know, what's happening and what... Like, again, it's the same concept that we would have at Brightrest. Like, we're not gonna, you know, make a decision with the first faction that we see. Just, we're gonna go to them at, like... is it Blackfield, right? Yeah, Blackfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would go to Blackfield just to, you know, hey, how you doing, sort of thing. Not say anything about Brightrest or say that we maybe saw it on the way here or something. But yeah,
what's hey, hi? What's hey, how you doing? Going to get additional content.
Well,
I mean, we would be approaching it in our cute little flying boat, by the way, as well. So.
Right, and we would have
that would actually make us look less intimidating, right? Because we're coming in and it's just the five of us, right? The party and Signy, and we wouldn't look very intimidating, right? So maybe that's actually a bonus as well of being able to approach Blackfield that way.
I think so too.
I don't know.
Now, the thing is how long does it take us to get there?
Yeah, we definitely have to send, if we did this, I still think we should put it up to a vote. We're not deciding yet.
We should, 100%.
If we did this, we would have to send a message back to the crew and let them know what's going on, obviously.
Right.
And you move at I think it was, because it's a smaller ship, you move at basically the walking speed, right? So instead of like 1 day's travel on foot, because the ship that you're using is smaller and slower. Well, I'll give you more than that. You can go 2 hexes a day on the Juniper versus 3 hexes a day on the Dragon. I think that's a good balance.
The benefit of the Juniper would be that it can ignore terrain because it can fly.
Agreed.
Not necessarily the speed, just being able to like not have to navigate hills and trees and all that.
That's true. Yeah, you can get up in altitude.
So, what do you guys think will, like, what kind of context are we looking to discover in Blackfield? Are we trying to, just see what the, get an understanding of what the beef is between these 2 siblings? Are we trying to get a better understanding of the temple or the crew of the Aventus, or?
It's kind of like all of the above. I think the way Rick is going to look at it is that we have no reason to disbelieve like the faction at Brightrest. It's not that they've done anything suspicious. It's more like just because of what we went through on the previous planet. Like let's get some triangulation on like what every faction on in this particular moon is doing before we make any big decisions, right? Not that this journal is necessarily a big decision. It's just like we have an opportunity now to like get a little bit more context, like in a capacity that like gives us an informational advantage, and that might be advantageous, or it could be nothing. It could just be like, it ended up being not even a big deal. But either way, like I think he just wants to be careful.
For me, it's a pitch of like we now have like some information on our hands, like with this journal, stuff that they're ready, I think, to kind of uncover at Brightrest. And I'm sure that the conflict between the 2 siblings will come up, but did we get a vibe that he's, withholding? Or, playing, being facetious? God, I can't say that word sometimes. Or like, trying to, play a certain angle as it comes as it pertains to us or the Dragonhawk, or
Didn't he encourage us to go talk to his brothers? He was like, "Yeah, you should go talk to them. And can you go get this book for me?"
Oh, well, if he's encouraging us, then we should do it.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down. I was like, he recommends that we speak to his brothers.
Okay, yeah, he's got nothing to hide then.
Yeah, he's the youngest brother. The middle child is Roheen at Blackfield, and then the elder brother, who is the current leader of all the Aventins, sits at Frosthold.
Okay.
And I think he mentioned, if he didn't mention to you, that there's a tournament that's going to be starting soon at Frosthold.
Ooh.
He did not mention that, but that's cool.
Thought I did, but maybe I missed that. Yeah. Chillum would have mentioned that it's the annual. There's some annual pilgrimages to Frosthold for like some more the combat oriented individuals are making the trip to Frosthold to participate in the annual tournament of strength. Tournament of honor, I believe, is the way that they call it.
Cool. All right, are we all ready to vote? Or, I mean, I'm happy to go to Blackfield now that we've talked through it.
Yeah, do we think it's going to be worth our time, or should we just head right back to Bright Rest?
I think it's fine. I don't know what the opportunity cost is.
Yeah, I think I agree. As long as we can get a message to the Dragonhawk, I vote that we go to Blackfield. And on the way, I would say that we try to decode this, save for any magical tripwires or traps or anything. Like anything that would alert someone that we read this, or that would blow up in our face, like most of the other stuff in there.
Did we get a command? Were we ordered not to decode it ourselves, or was it just bring it back to him?
You weren't ordered not to, but I think he should have mentioned that he has the encryption. He might have noted that he would have been able to decode it.
Okay.
So.
And he still might be the one that decodes it, but at least we could try. If we mess up, then no harm, no foul. But
yeah,
if we certainly can find something in it.
I can also copy it onto a spell shard.
That's a great idea.
Totally can.
Oh yeah. That way we don't have to mess with the actual thing.
Yeah, we can just have the book in spell shard form.
You wouldn't download a book.
You wouldn't download a car. I would, actually.
Yeah, I would love to download a car. All right, I vote for going to Blackfield.
Okay, Blackfield it is.
I like Blackfield as well.
Okay.
Let's. I think I can come up with a spell. I think I have the message spell. But does anyone else have anything prepared?
I have a sending stone with Gus still.
Oh, okay.
Toad will activate the sending stone and just be like, "Hey, Gus, we found the book, but we're gonna go explore Blackfield before we head back to Bright Rest. How's things?"
Hey, boss. All good here. It's been quiet. Bright Rest people were pretty nice. No worries. Just keep us posted. Let us know if we need to move. Stay safe.
I should give him back his grenades. He's really earned them.
Wow, it's just one conversation, and it's
working really hard to earn back our trust.
You have one nice talk with him, and it's like, well, okay, I think he's completely reformed now.
He's all better.
The village is burning around Gus as he casually makes that call.
Yeah.
It's like the scene from Hangover. Yeah, everything's great. It's all great over here. We're fine. How about you? Okay.
If he needs to come up with an excuse, make sure let him know that we are you could tell people at Bright they're just having a little bit of difficulty getting the book, but we're fine. If they ask why it's taking so long.
Yeah, Gus, don't tell them that we have the book yet.
Happy.
Yeah, lie, Gus. Deceive.
information security is my specialty.
Good. They can never break you.
Never. Okay. So you're attempting to decode this while flying to Blackfield? It's going to take you about 2 days to make it to Blackfield.
Let's see. What hex are we on? Are we just on this hex?
Yeah, you're on that hex, so I'm going to say it's
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, basically just we can go like this.
Yeah.
Like if we cut straight through, that's 1, 2, 3, and then
yeah. I'll call it 2 days travel, so you'll get there about midday. 2 days. Assuming that there's no significant issues, because you are traveling over land.
We are hexploring.
You are hexploring. Okay, so let's go ahead and work out who's gonna pilot. It could be one pilot for both days, or you can swap off. And then, what's your plan of attack to attempt to decode this book? Toad, it's really straightforward for you to copy things into spell shards, so that's done. You can mark that in your inventory as you need to. So, yeah, what's the game plan here with this book? So it's in a different language, and there's some sort of encryption key on it. So give me the game plan.
I think we, with the help of the tiara, or Clarence is the crown. I think with the help of the crown, we try to put it on either me or Alaric, and we.
Who?
We. Fuck. See, I tried. I was like, oh no, Alaric is the right one.
Lose your inspiration. I'm just...
Oh yeah, bad. Ooh, bad. Okay, so Altair and Valerian could go in the back and like at the back of the Juniper and try to whoever's like helming it, like reading through the book, could use the tiara, and then I would imagine the other person is using like we're trying to just any code, like code that we've known or come across, to use in an attempt to break the code in the book, using the tiara to know the language that it's in.
Signy also knows the language too. Don't forget that.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. And it's celestial as well, right?
Mm-hmm. It is celestial.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how the tiara tongue works. Does it just like you wear it and it applies to?
You can basically cast it at will, comprehending languages.
Cool. Well, we can give that to. I also have comprehend, or Altair has comprehend languages. Can cast it ritually. We could just put that on
good
Toad.
Good point.
And they can, we can work together. I'd be happy to have although Signy helping with the language and like providing context would be quite nice.
So Altair has comprehend languages, Signy knows the language, and then you have the tiara. So basically you've got 2 guaranteed and then 1 third person who can read the language. And then the other piece is the decryption stuff. So Val,
I guess it would be just known like decryptors, right?
Yeah.
Like, or codes.
Yeah.
Just backward working that.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to think about who, if any of y'all, would have had experience in the last war breaking ciphers. And so, Toad, your role in the last war was more of a frontline or shock trooper, as most Warforged. Correct me if I'm wrong in that. I think we've agreed on that point.
No, that sounds right.
Alaric probably would have been your best guess, and you could try to do that. However, those would all be Alaric penalty rolls for your reference, Altair. And you would know that, right? You know enough to know that he would probably be able to understand that the most, since he worked in a lot of backroom, projects. Rick and Val, y'all both saw time on the front line. Val, your status as a noble was not known during the time. Rick, you are a member of a Dragon Mart house, but you are not a Dragon Mart halfling.
Mm-mm.
So you wouldn't be. What's the best way to explain this in layman's terms? Like, you wouldn't have ever been like the CEO of like a House Sharasco healing branch, right? You wouldn't have been the leader of a healing branch, but you likely could have been a higher up member in a detachment during war. Okay, so I would say your best two front runners are probably Rick and Altaic secondary with rolling penalties. So let's make this. Let's do this as kind of like a. Let's skill challenge this.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Let's skill challenge. The penalty is that you are not able to accomplish this in the 2 days it takes to get to Blackfield, and you need more time.
Yeah.
To crack this code, right? So
Crack the code.
I'm gonna make it relatively straightforward. I'm gonna say 3 successes before 3 failures, and comprehend languages is part of this. So I'm gonna say that is just baseline, right? Like that allows anybody to participate in this because you have at least enough people to read the language, so everyone can participate. So that casting comprehend language was not counted as an auto success in this skill challenge center. We're more so focusing on decrypting the code. So let's go ahead and kick that off. 3 successes before 3 failures. The failure is you don't finish in time to get a blank.
Okay.
So who wants to kick that off?
What kind of skill check would this be?
That's skill challenge. So whatever skill you think would be most beneficial for this, or magic. The standard kind of play how we do this.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to go with. I'll take dipping into Alec's memories. How do we do this again?
Yeah. So it's the normal history roll minus a d6 because that's your adversity die. So it's whatever the roll
so
is.
I don't get anything. It's only a penalty to dip into Alec's memories.
It's only a penalty because without that penalty, you wouldn't be considered proficient in this role. That's
okay. So I don't have proficiency to begin with. This would give me proficiency.
This would give you. Yeah. So you don't. Let me look at your character sheet. So yeah, because I need to think about this. Because we've done this a couple times. So you're not proficient in history. However, Altaic. Was Altaic proficient in history? Or excuse me, was Alaric proficient in history?
We will consult the. Hold on.
Because I might wanna switch that up if that's the case. I might decrease the die size.
I no longer know.
Let me see. I might
lots of time.
No, I've got it here. Alaric was not proficient in history. However, he had a +5 because he was highly intelligent.
He's a smart boy.
So let's do this. So that would be a 3-point difference. So yeah, let's just do. You can roll the history roll. You're not proficient, but it's only a D4 penalty versus a D6. I think that's a fair assessment for that because he was never proficient, but he just knew more things.
Okay, so just to be clear, if I attempted to roll history, I wouldn't be able to roll history because I'm not proficient.
Typically, yes. But in the rules of my skill challenges, yes.
Okay. Okay. Then I think what I'm going to do is have I'll take try to see if there's like an arcane component of the cipher, using like detect magic and see if there's some sort of like pattern of energy, like he noted with the rest of that craft ship, of how they're like pulsing
Okay.
Or they're like pulses of evocation
Okay.
taking place.
I'll accept that. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and give me an Arcana check then.
All right, cool.
Okay. 24 is a success. You
Yeah.
spot a magical element to this code that has to do with not necessarily the book being magical, more so than it's just magically preserved, but more so in the intricacies of the rune writing and the styles of the powers of magic. They give you a piece of the cipher that gives you a pattern of potential control. That's one success. Sure. Who's next?
Wonderful.
So it's kind of tough. I don't think Rick was ever a spy, so he doesn't have like natural code breaking abilities. But can he just like try to find like patterns in the text itself?
Yeah, I'm thinking a flat wisdom roll. What are you thinking? Do you disagree with that?
That would be nice, but I was thinking more like investigation would be appropriate in this case. Like if I know that I'm looking for a specific, like I know this is encoded, and I'm trying to like break it down, sort of like if it's like a word game or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have a pitch like with like other ciphers, like maybe Rick would recognize like or intuit what words would commonly come up. And try to identify like common words to help identify like what's relevant in the cipher.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll accept investigation. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Is it this is public to everybody, right?
Yes, public rolls.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Well,
you make some progress, but it's a long progress. So we're gonna count that as a failure. So one success before one failure takes. You're making progress, but it's not going at the pace you want.
Yeah, too much text.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the crosswords.
Okay.
Let me just ask you, Toad. It was Toad that started driving the Juniper over here, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does Toad want to keep driving?
Yeah.
Like, did Toad like it? Okay, hell yeah.
I think Toad for sure enjoyed that and would love to continue to drive.
I think if I can, maybe I just give advantage to Toad, but or unless Toad wants to do something different. But basically, I think my plan is to like make the ride as smooth as possible, so they can focus basically. So there's no interruptions, no like weather, distractions. Basically, just making sure that we're steering smoothly and it's not like a bumpy train ride.
Yeah, good light, good environment. I'll accept that. Yeah, you can help Toad do that. So Toad, give me your idea of your culmination of what this is from Valerian, unless you want to do something different, but you've kind of been teed up for this by that.
Oh yeah, I think Toad maybe like even like approaches Valerian and is like, "Can you give me some pointers on?" I feel like it was kind of like a bumpy ride when we came over here.
It wasn't smooth for sure, but it wasn't that it was bad. I think it's just maybe the environment as well. I mean, it's a harsh environment, but it's I don't mind showing you at all. Of course, it's pretty easy whenever you're actually like you have to be fully enveloped in it. Okay, Toad. So you put your hands like kind of here, and I think he'll go through the motions of showing her kind of what was taught to him.
Them.
Oh, sorry, them. Sorry, I apologize.
Lose an inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Toad.
10 and 2, Toad. 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
Toad,
is that how it works? Do we have like a big pirate wheel or?
The Juniper, we haven't really discussed it. It's a helm. There can be manual control if y'all want.
What does a helm look like?
The spelljamming helms are always chairs. They're like thrones, or seats of power. But what that looks like is always up to interpretation.
A gamer
Did we
chair.
decide that they were all like really heavily padded chairs on the Juniper?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Toad, if you want to make a what did we call these checks? I think it was Arcana checks, right? Or was it something different? Let me look here. Yeah, because it wouldn't be a captain's check in this scenario. Captain is not piloting. I guess. Well, the arbiter, yeah, all the standard skills on everyone's skill sheets are set up for the Dragonhawk, not necessarily this. So yeah, we'll call this let's call this a flat check with your wisdom, because since you're using your spell casting, so I'm not going to force you to make an Arcana roll. So if you'd like to do, if you'd like to do a straight wisdom check, I'll accept that.
Can they do it with advantage as well?
Yes, they can do it with advantage.
Nice. Boom.
Okay.
Massive.
That is. All right.
Nice.
So, Toad, with Valerian's assistance, you are able to make sure this is a smooth ride, avoiding cloud cover, making sure there's good lighting to see the pages, and avoiding any unnecessary distractions. I will also count that as the roll to navigate for day one. So we'll call that this is 2 successes, and we are through day 1 of flight, and due to Toad's actions, there is no encounter. So I will go ahead and move the ship 2 spaces. Okay. 2 successes, 1 fail. We're back top of the round. We can cycle through.
Let's see. Having read some of the text in the dungeon, does it seem like there's any of those? Could Altec try to like cross-reference and see if they're similar phrases, similar warnings that may come up written in the log, or that seem to fit similar values or character lengths?
I'll allow it. Let me think about it. I would say this could be. I think you could use investigation here. Okay. I think you could also. Yeah, I think investigation would make the most sense again. So
Okay, gotcha.
We can do that if you like.
All right, here we go.
Okay, 11 is a fail.
All right, we're 2 and 2.
Would you like to use an inspiration to try to correct?
No, we're gonna keep the tension.
Okay.
It's all in on the next one.
Okay, right, yeah. Unfortunately, you spend your time racking your brain about patterns in the warnings and the signs in the dungeon. And unfortunately, it's not a fruitful venture going through your mind palace of trying to understand if that gave you any thing of value. So,
Gotcha.
1 success, 1 fail. Who's next?
Is the code here? Is it all just completely random nonsense that we have to put together, or is it coded in a way where it's there are actual words on the page? It's just they don't make any sense. They don't grammatically.
The latter.
Or is it
the latter?
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like an encryption, if you will, or maybe not. Yeah, the patterning of words is in a way that doesn't make linguistic sense, or it's referring to they're talking in code, right? So it's the sun is nice today. I'm what the hell does that mean?
I'm trying to think if I relate this to religion.
Well, the language is celestial, just to be clear. I don't know that's not necessarily directly related, but still.
I wonder, is celestial the Latin of this world, where it's all the religious texts are written celestial? You figure I would know it then in that case.
That's an interesting point. Okay. Sovereign Host does not. They're more utilitarian in their religions.
Yeah.
They translate everything to common. However, there is another religion that would keep things in the celestial nature due to the importance of celestial natures in their religion, and you may have studied. How much do you think Rick would have studied other religions that are also?
It depends. What other religion are we talking about? Do you have something in mind?
So the religion in my mind, if you know it, is Church of the Silver Flame.
Yeah, that's what I figured as well. Let me refresh my memory real quick with a quick trip to the Eberron wiki.
So the Church of the Silver.
Yeah, go ahead.
Church of the Silver Flame is primarily worshipped by the bordering nation of. Oh God, let me look in my
Thrain. I do.
Thrain, yes, Thrain, yes. So Thrain is primarily, and it borders on Dare. You would have had on Dare and Thrain did go to war during the last war.
Mm-hmm.
And you were the man of the cloth. And you're a well-studied man of the cloth. You weren't. I mean, you need to. In your time as House Durasco, you would have had to do some dealings with Thrain in a non-combatant capacity, because you're a you're more so a corporation rather than fighting directly under the Ondarian flag often.
I mean, I'm sure just merely being a cleric would mean like Rick is interested in like the various religions.
Yeah. I agree.
Not to say that you would know every single obscure religion, but this is a pretty big one.
This is a pretty big one, and it also shares the same language in its older text. So,
yeah, and I think I view it a little bit like like medieval scholars, like monks and stuff knew about like Roman and Greek gods, right?
Yep.
Because that's just the kind of the text they studied had those references.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that while you aren't. You're not proficient in Celestial, right? I think you would have studied some of those old Celestial texts. Obviously, probably translated for you, but you might have been seeing it. So, yeah, I think in this scenario, I'll allow you the religion check.
Okay. I'm going to try to, like, look for basically, like, metaphors and like, symbols that I'm familiar with to try and find another pattern to breach through here.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'll take the 18.
Boom! 18 is the DC.
Okay.
So, with that,
a little breakthrough, I think, is what it is here.
Absolutely, yeah. I think with everything that's been thought about, you've thought about analogies in the dungeon, analogies to Adventon, and you're recognizing the language itself, and you're going into some of the kind of quirks of writing in Celestial. And I think there's a piece of that clicks, and you get the cipher based on some of those Celestial pattern writings. And you are able to break open this captain's log.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, here's what the captain's log details in generalistic terms. Right? So the captain's log is a captain's log, right? So it is the captain of the Aventon ship Salvation, and it's docketing. He is cataloging his journeys through cyberspace. The log begins discussing the atrocities on the country of the Aventon people, right? The loss of their home continent. And to their perception and understanding, they thought it was the entire world, right? So they thought that they had to flee Eberron because all of Eberron was lost. So it is kind of like what was that movie? 2012 scenario, where these Aventon ships were these arcs being built, at huge cost to the nation, to the kingdom, in order to escape, right? So he doesn't seem to know the specific number, but he knows there were several. His guess is about half a dozen. So he's lamenting the loss of his world and having to leave it, and the struggles of doing that at such short notice. Discussing, navigating through the Ring of Sybaris. He's mentioning reports of another ship losing their captain on one of the asteroids of the Ring of Sybaris. But that was the first ship that went through that managed to plot its way through the star. And he's hailed as a hero of their people. Next, there is discussions amongst this kind of small armada of ships about resource management as they're flying through the stars. The way that they write about transitioning through the stars and your understanding of travel time in cyberspace, you can all piece together that these ships travel significantly slower than your ships. Like they're talking about months in between planets.
Okay.
So resources is becoming a significant issue on all of these arcs, if you will. And so it discusses one of the ships going down in Therador, and then it discusses another ship that attempted to land in Therador that crashes. So he's logging, where some of these ships didn't make it, right? So one went down and they reported successful landing. One reports a crash. And they mention all hands lost. Then he talks about, his ship is the next one to experience those resource issues. They're going to have to put the ship down on a moon. They end up talking about Dravago. So this ship, the Salvation, and a sister ship both report landing, rough landings. He reports that, this ship landed in the ice, and it's significantly damaged, but very minimal casualties, and talking about how they're establishing. But his last entry is opining to how the landing of the second ship went. It seemed like it landed not on solid ground. It appears that it punched through the ice to the north of this continent, in between the north of this continent and the island to the north. So about northeast of Frosthall Field, it discusses that ship, right where Kay just pinged, discussing that ship going underneath the ice, and him discussing potentially an expedition to save that ship. And that is the last entry in the book. It talks about the specific location where that ship crashed underneath the water, and they talk about having to settle here in Dravago. And he talks about there's a handful more ships that continued on that were good on resources, who promised to come back and pick all his people up once they could resupply in a more established location, in a better, more hospitable moon. That's the end of it.
Okay. Anybody write that down?
Well, it's written down in the book.
It's written down, yeah.
Kate asks, did anybody write that down?
I did. Yeah.
I can repeat anything now if you want me to for notes.
The big thing is the ship in the eyes, but yeah.
Yeah, the ship in the eyes for sure. But the Theodore, I'm just trying to figure out. Did we see the ship in Theodore?
You did not.
Yeah, and Theodore is Eberron was the Hadozi.
Mm-hmm.
What was Theodore?
A peace planet, right?
Oh, the Peace Planet. That's right.
That was the Peace Planet.
Savina's planet.
Savina's planet. Yep, Savina was descendants of Aventans, right? And then you had the Celestials there. And then you had the Orcs.
The Giants, I believe.
Yeah, the Giants.
The Giants, excuse me, Giants. Yep.
Wait, you said Orcs?
Not Orcs, Giants.
Thought you revealed something there.
No.
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 Oh, but that makes sense, though. Yeah. That makes sense that Theodore, like, if, with Savina being from, like, descending from Aventus, but we do need to find the ship there. 100% we should. And ask about a ship, like a crash ship. But yeah, what about the ship in the ice that they were doing? Did they, like, talk about, like, any specific preparations, or any scouting in the captain's log at all?
My impression is that. Sorry, I think I got this. I think the impression is that they just had crash landed, and the last log is basically like, all right, these are our plans for the future, and then obviously never really came to pass because Bright Rest, they would have known about it, right?
Nail on the head. Yep.
So whatever survivors were from their crash at this place never got around to uncovering that ship in the ice. And I think they don't even know. Like no one here like likely even knows that there is a ship that is crashed in that ice over there, I bet.
Instead of going to Blackfield, dude. I want to go look at the ship in the ice.
That's not a bad idea.
We could. I actually at this point I do kind of want to let them know about it. I bet they'll be pretty excited about it. But we could.
Are you saying we should turn around, Rick?
After going to Blackfield.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
I just still want to get some extra context for the continent, but
yeah,
we can talk about our plans afterwards once we reach Blackfield. We're already there. We're already almost there. I mean, let's just finish the trip.
Yeah, we'll do one more roll just to see if you run into any issue. Okay. Anything else I need to clarify in the captain's log?
Did it name the other ship?
Yes, they did. They named the ship. What is it? Hold on, let me look. It's Symphony. The other ship is named Symphony.
The Symphony.
Will you remind me, Chris? The captain's name was. Hold on. Cyrus? Captain Cyrus?
Captain Cyrus is the current captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's one of Shalom's brothers.
Yeah, he's the elder. Yeah, they still use the title captain. But so he's the elder brother who sits across Hallfield.
Okay.
Huh. I think that they're being winter. Sure. But we're not there yet. Has it snowed in Denver yet, Allie?
You know, the mountains are getting some good snow, but not down here. Not in the. We probably won't get our first snow until I don't know.
This has been a warm ass October.
Yeah, no joke.
We got our first snow last week.
Lucky you.
Oh. It's been
a freeze warning.
People who have snow hate snow, but I just really wish it was cold. It sucks when it's hot.
The way
I have snow, I love snow.
I've come to like one part of snow, and that is my office gets nice and cool, so my PC stays cool, so I can run higher frames of games. So
what a gamer over
here.
All
that's
right.
That's how I've been able to stomach it over these last 2 years. Because if I only think about it negative, if I think about it any other way, I hate it here. So mechanism.
We used to never get snow in Texas, and now we get it every once in a while, which is fucking crazy because it's getting hotter yet somehow it's snowing. Awesome planet we have. That we've turned some shit's going bad. Anyway, I like it because I get to put on clothes. You know what I mean? Like we don't ever get to wear jackets out here.
Wait over here, got that shit on.
I want to have that shit on. You can wear it. You can wear it in, like you can wear it inside. Like places are really AC'd, and that's nice. But like going from your car to the building, it's already so hot. It's like insane.
Yeah,
anyway. He just wants to be in a cozy sweater.
I have these awesome sweaters I want to wear, and I've got it's end of October, and I haven't been able to wear them.
It literally flipped. Here in Ohio, it literally flipped. It like straight up like 3 days ago, I want to say it was like 80 degrees. It is now 54. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy.
I wish.
I love the cold though more than the fucking summer. I hate being hot. I love being like cold because I can put stuff on.
Exactly.
I just love the notion that on cold weather days it'll be like, oh, this will be good for my frames.
Yeah,
my games will be smoother.
that's how I
It's
can
good
stomach
gaming
it.
weather.
Yeah. That's how I can stomach it. But no, I'm the exact opposite. Like I deploy to Qatar where it's like 100 degrees by 8 a.m. and I'll take that.
Jesus.
I'll take that over the snow because at least you can like still go out and explore the world. Like maybe that's my own. Like we don't like doing snow activities, but like I would not want to touch the highway. Like I've seen too many videos
True.
of like those cars slamming into each other on the highway. Like that terrifies me. So like yeah, we never leave the actual like city proper. Like it's a big litmus test to see if I even want to go get takeout in that weather. So
honestly, like, am I ordering something or am I driving somewhere?
yeah, exactly. So. Okay. You guys want to take a quick 10-minute break? Come back at the top of the hour.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds great.
Cool. We'll come right back. All right. So, rolling Arcana and Survival for Blackfield then.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm tracking Toad was piloting, and then someone else needs to roll Survival to navigate. So,
Captain Toad.
Captain Toad.
Am I rolling just a wisdom check again?
No, it'll be a yeah. Let's just do a straight wisdom check. That seems
Okay.
straightforward. Uh, 21 is a success. You're able to pilot well enough. Let's see what the survival check is. Who wants to roll the survival?
I guess it would be me,
That's
but
fine.
I'm just gonna say above the table, probably not the best idea. Okay, hey, not bad.
No, 16 was the
18 for -2 per 16.
So both of those are success. You managed to avoid any potential trip-ups on the way to Blackfield.
Nice.
There's like an exchange of information. Toad teaches Valerian about survival while he teaches them about piloting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And with that, do you land directly in the village of Blackfield, or do you park outside and walk up?
Ooh. How does it look?
Yeah.
It's small. I'll pull you to the map. Oh, that's breakfast. Fuck.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
We've been here before.
It's very small. Yeah, a couple scattered houses. Just one main road that runs through, and there's a small city center. And you
Let's pull
could
up.
have seen this over the sky. So
I think we should pull up. We should swag out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's not like this world is completely unfamiliar with magic. Let's go.
oh, and you have Signy. Let me grab.
And we established that the Juniper makes the future, like the Jetsons flying car noise, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, would we have taken a long rest on the way here?
You would have, yes. So go ahead and everyone remove, if you didn't have it before, the Warcaster. It was on your sheets.
Yeah, get that shit out of there. Only I have that.
Wait, I have that too.
And I'll note that Signy would probably level up pretty soon based on her expedition. We do that in between this session and next session.
Oh yeah.
Okay, everyone roll their die. You can roll for Signy too if you need to, Val.
Okay.
She
Probably a very good idea.
Right. Yeah. So the snow flurry on the moon of Dravago kicks up as it's, kind of a softer snow on the ground here. And it creates a whirlwind dust that potentially, temporarily blocks the vision of all five of you as the small craft of the Juniper settles down just outside of the city. And with your very obvious introduction to the city, a lot of the common folk kind of go inside just to be precautious, and a few of the more militant looking individuals walk out to greet you. No blades drawn, but there is a look of trepidation as to what's going on. So a rather warrior-looking man in full plate with a large sword on his back, and actually two small sword swords on his hips, pretty decked out in weaponry, approaches your craft and just kind of stands outside expectantly.
Does it look like it's like armor that's seen action, like even as like recently?
Yes.
Or does it look as shiny as the day it was for?
No, it looks well worn. It looks to be well maintained, but there are plenty of scratches. But the man in the armor doesn't look like he's recently been injured or anything of that nature. So.
Gotcha.
It's a little blurry, but I'll show it to you.
I wonder if they expect, do they think we're bandits? Do we give off that sort of?
In our little floating pink boat.
Oh, for me it says a featured image. The subject is not known. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know this guy.
That's
yeah,
weird.
Same for me.
Huh. Okay. Well, you can see it. I just displayed the character tokens.
Yeah.
You can zoom. Look the eyes.
Seeing them, I'll take, look like hands, hands free of anything, palms facing out. It's like we're merely explorers. Recently having made a stop over at Bright Rest, and now traveling over the continent. How much did we want? And then there's like an aside whisper. I was like, how much did we want to tell them about our position on the Dragonhawk and cyberspace?
Let him do some of the talking.
Galaxies greet thee, travelers. I am Commander Rohim. Chief Rohim. You walk in my village of Blackfield. If there are no hostile intents, we shall show none the same. I imagine that you met my brother, Starmay Shalom, and assuming that no grief was done between your two parties, we greet thee same. Well met.
Well met. Thank you for the welcome. Out of curiosity, is your wariness due to any recent activity, attacks?
None outside the usual fauna of this world. We do not have the same protections as some of the larger communities. Corporal Atlas and my crew serve as the security for this area as this way station. But we have no conflicts, thank the stars. The beasts trouble us little. Pray tell, have you met my elder brother, Captain Cyrus, yet? Has he given you his blessings?
No, we have not. We landed in the south and we're making our way north.
Well, then you will have a chance to prove your honor if you make it to Frosthaw Field in time. Unproven warriors must demonstrate their strength to show our determinations to be worthy of our ancestors returning for us. Pray tell, you travel the stars. Have you met our ancestors as of yet?
I think what we might have met. We've met a lot of people, and it seems that the time that you've been here and your families have been here, a lot has happened in the neighboring moons. So there are people that claim to be at least of a descent of some of your people.
As you're talking, Rohim is eyeing your greatsword and the weaponry on those of you that are visibly displaying weapons. You mentioned you are explorers, but I see you are dressed as warriors, no?
I think that we have. I mean, you've seen these. This moon, I'm sure, has multiple hazards and dangers. So you have to protect yourself at all times, of course. So that's why we carry these things. But above all, our mission is absolutely to be explorers and information seekers.
Well, should you seek to prove your honor with the Adventan people, I would invite your warrior kin to journey with us. It is with great relief that we have uncovered a slain ice dragon in the to the northeast. We seek to obtain its magical protections for our people to protect against another harsh winter. So if you are friends of my younger brother, I wish for, should you wish, you can prove your honor to me, that I may vouch for you to my brother, and we may show our strength and honor to each other, and not against each other, but against worthy foes, should you wish to journey out with me.
That sounds amenable. What sort of trial did you have in mind?
We will depart on our expedition tomorrow morn. Actually, Atlas, are preparations ready? Yes, Chief. We can leave as early as 2 hours from now. Good. We will be leaving in 2 hours to depart to the Crypt of Darkness as another field of potential pieces of magical pieces that my brother can reposition for our people for cold weather supplies and enchantments. So should you wish to accompany us, we can speak more on your passions, and I can learn what explorers of the stars of today show in battle.
Can I actually get like a general vibe check from this guy? I wanted to see if like they're just trying to like set us up.
Okay.
And just take all of our stuff, you know?
Okay, yeah. Anyone who wants to roll an insight check can roll an insight check.
Okay.
It's just, we just got here
Blind.
and then I think auto blind. I think.
Yeah. Yours is blind. Okay. All of you get the sense that Rohim just kind of seems like a battle maniac. Like he just seems like a warrior who really likes being a warrior and doesn't get the sense that he's interested in much else. He talks about like proving strength and proving his honor and worth. So you get the sense that this guy is just kind of straightforward in his how he judges people. If you're, that's pretty high on his list of whether he respects you or not. So you're not getting any sense of duplicity from him or his warrior compatriots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think let us talk it over. It's a kind of a sudden journey, and we had just gotten here, so let us talk it over if you don't mind, and we will make a decision.
If you demonstrate your prowess in showing your honor, I would be happy to exchange knowledge on our ways of the blade. I know of all the blades that you carry. We'll see if you know them as well as I. Can instruct you on a weapon mastery of your choice for any of the weapons that you carry, for all of you. Each of you can have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'll just huddle everybody back, just like a couple, like 10, 20 feet away from them, and just be like, what do you guys think? You guys think this is, like, it is pretty sudden? I don't get any feeling from them that it's, like it's a ambush sort of thing. They seem pretty genuine, pretty straightforward as far as strength equals power. But, what do you guys think?
Well, I'm very excited for him to teach me how to use. I'll take a showing off the arcane focus. Like,
oh yeah.
This is I think a golden opportunity. He's been quite generous. I wonder if it's simply enthusiasm for wanting more bodies on this expedition. It seems like at least 2 of the cities that we've gone to are alight with anticipation for it, so maybe they're very anxious for it to go well. And they're pulling out the red carpet for, the city of Brightrest. I thought briefly that we were saviors. They seem quite amenable to us.
Disagree?
Would be interesting to get that close to a dragon. Study it, maybe.
That is a very good point.
I feel like, though, we are kind of, it's taking a while for us to get back to Brightrest, and they're going to start getting suspicious, aren't they?
Suspicious of what?
I mean,
maybe, but we do have collateral there, for sure. And also, I think we actually we got there, identified the issues, the traps, and got in and out pretty quickly, I would say. So it might not be, they might have thought that it takes us a lot longer. Now, maybe not 5 days, but maybe it was, something like, we can be delayed by a day or 2 as opposed to, 4 days, if that makes sense, in their minds.
I mean, do we have any reason to believe that anyone else has entered that temple aside from us? For us to have, plumbed its depths in a day, I say we're far ahead of schedule.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Watching the clock, thinking that we're incompetent or stalling on them.
Yeah, I think my vote is that we go, just to show good faith in them, and to get more information as well.
Okay.
But, that's my vote.
I wonder what sort of preparations they needed to do. I wonder if we need to get ourselves some more extreme cold weather gear wrapped up.
Well, your ship has cold weather gear that you took off of it when you stepped into Dravago. If I recall correctly, you had that discussion. So you have basic cold weather gear, but it's not going to grant you cold resistance or anything of that nature.
Right, exactly. So I don't, maybe, given their proximity to what we believe to be as an ice dragon, maybe we, I'm just wondering out loud, maybe we need to make more extreme preparations, like they seem to have, even though they live in this climate.
I mean, it's a dead ice dragon. What's the worst that could happen?
Not wrong. I mean, it's not gonna be like the purple worm. It was gonna be a couple critters, some like an ice bunny trying to pick at some remains. Who cares? We can take care of that. And these people, not for nothing, they seem like they can absolutely hold their own.
They got strong vibes.
Now, I do wonder what the dragons. I mean, I feel like every moon that we've been on has some sort of different type of dragon. It makes sense that there would obviously be some type of frost dragon here, but I am interested on, first of all, if there's any more, and I do want to see if there's some type of connection with all the. I mean, it could just be dragons, but if you remember back on the Ring of Cerberus, it was at the library, it was a bronze dragon that started that place. So it's it's interesting to me. That's all. But and this might be an opportunity for us to see one up close and see if there is anything that connects or has a line that kind of goes through them all. Then, if nothing else, we prove our worth and we have a vouch of strength at minimum, and hopefully a full vouch if we do well.
I'm looking forward to these trials. Do you think the trial of honor is a secret test of character?
Well, if that's the case, we'd have no problem passing.
Yeah, I think I'm a great person. Okay, so I think are we voting yes?
Yes, sure.
They seem quite enthusiastic for it.
I agree. And I will kind of approach a little bit towards the front and just say, I think if as long as we can join in your preparations and to make sure that we're not going out flat-footed, this would be a great opportunity for us to help out in any way that we can, and of course prove our strength and worth towards you.
You show honor today. Well then, let's make sure that you have everything that you need to venture out with this. Okay. All right. So they are packing. All right. So if you guys, y'all should. Yeah. Okay. You can see the Dravago. Yeah. You see the Dravago map. So we're going to the Crypt of Darkness, right? Which was previously explained to you is basically just like a massive frozen lake. That's just like. It's very dark because it's a frozen lake. So it's going to be 2 days travel. So it looks like they've packed about a week's worth of travel supplies of like food and things of that nature, which your team has. You have bags of holding full of all of Toad's good stuff. Yeah, we're not doing like resource management survival. That's not.
Do
that's
they want
my
any?
intent.
Do they want any exotic jerky? Could we offer them?
I think we have some shark jerky left.
They probably would try it. They're pretty adventurous when it comes to food from kills. So yeah, they do.
Is the shark meat the stuff that gets you geeked off the yipper, or?
That's only the poison, only the blood, I think.
Oh, okay.
Geeked off the yipper. That's a new one.
Toad offers them some of the shark blood too.
Okay. Oh,
No.
I don't think they would. They wouldn't take anything that taints their bodies for battle. They're pretty straight edge.
This will be for after then.
Right.
Oh, they don't dope. That makes sense.
When we celebrate.
Yeah. Side note, it just occurred to me, once I start this J-Razzi gig, I'm going to have so much stupid lingo to throw at y'all. I want you to know you're going to get sick of hearing about all the crazy shit I hear. Okay. So they appear to have clothing that gives cold resistance. But they don't have any extra to spare. That is part of the venture for this expedition. So you should be well enough. They're planning to make this a 2-day trip out and then 2-day trip back, assuming no significant issues. You're going to have Rohim, Atlas, and then 3 of the other warriors. And then there's about 10 civilians traveling with you. With a lot of like mining gear, because they're gonna dig out this creature of the ice. Like they're breaking through the ice to take pieces of it to convert for this cold magic and other supplies. So that's the intent of the group. So 5 fighters, 10 civilians. The fighters look relatively capable. Rohim certainly looks like he could keep up with y'all. Atlas and the others look to be, demonstrably capable. But probably at the equivalency of a second or third level adventurer as far as what they look like for gear and things of that nature.
I'm surprised that they don't travel with, a mage or sorcerer of their own. Or maybe Rohim or Alice have, are familiar enough themselves.
Yeah, I mean, if you mention that, they've mentioned that they learn a few basic things, in their courses with the Star Mage Shalom, but it's not their focus. Their focus is the mastery of the blades, because their understanding, even though they're not spelljamming proficient, their understanding is that ship to ship fighting. They talk a lot actually about spelljamming being dangerous to cast spells, and they talk about how while in the middle of ship travel, they have heard tale of fireballs blowing up the ship and the air around it. So they have made a point to not focus on any sort of combat magic. Only things that can help in a utility fashion.
Interesting. I don't know if we've had any such incidents like that. No, we had a recent explosion. We've had several recent explosions, but not from practicing magic, I suppose. Did you prepare anything specifically, or do you have any recommendations for what we might prepare specifically for the Crypt of Darkness?
There are. Let me make a roll for him. Wait, hold on. Let me see how much he would know about this. Do the thing. Okay. He's ventured out to the Crypt of Darkness before. There are scavenger creatures, large and small, that they're in competition with for creatures frozen under the ice. So things that would be particularly resistant to the cold and ice, right? So that's something to prepare for, is a lot of the creatures out here are resistant to the cold and ice. The scout that originally got sent out there spotted, they thought they saw reports of a somewhat huge creature, almost looked like a massive caterpillar that seemed to be traveling through the ice, a couple of miles away where they scouted the dragon, or what they assumed to be the dragon underneath the ice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Does that does Toad know what that is?
Do I know what it could be?
Yeah, do you have any idea what
huge,
what they could be, like a giant caterpillar type thing?
Yeah, huge caterpillar. I'll let you do a xenoarchaeology check. I'll let that fly. Okay. Could be a couple different options. Could be a straight up huge caterpillar. Could be, depending, or huge centipede. They mentioned a whole lot of legs. Depending on the placement of that could be some sort of right. You've heard horror stories about Karnath using undead war golems of significant amounts of bodies put back together. There is a creature that goes by the name of a Remoraz, that also matches the description. And then there could be misconstrued if it's like smaller amount of legs and it was looked at weirdly. It could be like a giant, huge spider, something of that nature.
Ooh.
So a few different options.
Could be a big bug.
Yeah.
Or a horrible creature.
Yeah.
Oh, great! Thanks.
So, with your 26 roll though, if you're thinking about things that would more so benefit and be partial to cold environments, the Remoraz probably fits the description. That's probably your best guess, because Remoraz are immune to cold, and they are burrowing creatures, huge burrowing creatures, that are not seen super often on the continent of Corvair, but there are records in other continents, some of the colder continents to the north of Corvair. So yeah, they're basically burrowing, massive, like a hybrid between a snake and a centipede, and they are immune to cold.
A horrible, horrible monster, Rick. Probably.
Great.
Or a little spider.
That doesn't sound as bad.
With that knowledge, any preparations your group would like to do before you depart out?
I was thinking of changing some spells. From their, from talking over like the monsters and the preparations, does it seem like this crew would be uncomfortable with, let's say, me summoning a beholder or a slad?
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
How do I feel about that?
Tentacles?
Do you want to ask them?
I think I want to kind of like judge it from like their reaction to the xenoarchaeologist's expert opinion of like, oh, it might be such and such monsters. If they're cool with it, they're cool with spiders, or excited by the prospect of seeing new monsters. Altec would be happy to oblige, but if they seem I don't know, anything approaching skittish, then maybe I'll maybe he'll have a different spell prepared.
I could see an insight check from you or Toad.
Okay.
Or even a persuasion if you want to attempt to soft land that with them.
Yeah, okay. I think that would be very funny. All right, let's do it. Oh yeah, I'll take. Be like, oh, but you fought along. You fought with beasts, but surely you must have tamed, some, even some stranger creatures, out here. Would it be so awful if they fought alongside us?
He does talk about the old lady in Frosthall Field who used to own a pet cockatrice. That's about as wild as his story. He's fought a lot of strange creatures, but the pet cockatrice was definitely the talk of Frosthall Field for a while. And he, right, like his mindset generally, is if a beast can be tamed as a weapon of war, right? As long as there's a sense of control and dominance, then it can be, it's another tool to be used in it. Blade Master's arsenal. But go ahead and make your persuasion or insight check to get more on your proclivities.
I mean, Slot is more of our friend than anything.
Yeah, it's our buddy.
That's with a 9. A +9.
Okay.
Or 2.
You get the sense that if there's any sort of visible or demonstrable lack of control of those creatures, he would probably, for the safety of the expedition, put them down himself. But you might be able to get away with it.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't start by having us be escorted by this lad.
Dang it.
But it seems, Toad, it seems like if we happen to summon any beasts, we should demonstrate our control over it. Maybe that'll be enough for them to showcase or talk about how maybe that'll help us to pass these upcoming trials and really buff up our reputation.
I can really test the waters and turn into something and see how they react to that, and then if they react poorly, maybe Slad doesn't hang out with us.
I didn't get a sense of seeing too much wildlife on the way here. I'm very curious as to what they're familiar with. They have dragons. We've seen water elementals. The
Cockatrice, apparently.
Cockatrice, yep, exactly.
So there's more life on this continent than we're, getting the impression of, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is there cold weather gear fur lined, or does it have something is it does it betray a sense of what they've been hunting?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. You would. Some of it is feathers or some sort of flying or furred. Yeah. So there's feathers on some. There's fur on others. The fur gives a pattern of almost like some sort of weird tiger thing, or a snow lion or something. That's the best guess that comes to your mind. So yeah, it is. Well, they have advanced technology. They also seem to be repurposing some of the more wildlife creatures to their benefit as well. So, but they're not particularly dressed up tribally or strictly animal parts as you've seen in some other civilizations. So.
Sure, yeah. Very curious about the feathered ones. I think Altec will be asking them what kind of creatures they've been hunting, but it might be a good opportunity to showcase what we can do while on the way, at least while we make conversation.
One of them discusses the fur, brags heavily about its fur from an ice troll, and he recant. That's the corporal. It's also customary to weave some, if it is a creature that it can be helped, that's, significant enough of note, they preserve the, it's kind of a badge of honor for them, as much as it is functionality.
And did you hunt it as a group? Did you hunt it, was it alone?
It was, So it was alone. That's Atlas, who's speaking on it. Atlas was, when he was a younger boy, he was a scout towards the Crypt of Darkness and other areas for materials to harvest. And he ran into an ice troll when he was 17. And with his spear and his longsword that he was newly learning, he managed to take it down by himself. So he's rather proud of that. And Rohim is very supportive of this younger, bright mind in the ways of the blade. So he's got a bright future ahead of him. Almost, kind of like an older brother kind of mindset towards Atlas. So.
Did you know that our captain has a very similar story? He performed brain surgery on a fire giant. On a
true.
plane we visited very recently. Midair. It was.
They're thrilled by the story of they champion as a true story of honor, and they can't wait to see what more your captain and the rest of you show on the field. to
you
move.
know what? Speaking of the fire giants and the little invasion from the brain snatchers, so to speak, have these guys encountered illithids at all, or any kind of aberrants?
If you
We
pose a
could describe
question,
to them like little. Yeah, we could describe to them like what we're talking about. If they don't know.
Raheen and those here don't have any listed encounters with them or anything of that nature. He says Star Mage Shamal might have some details if there was any previous interactions, but that's history, and that's not something. Yep, like he's super. Unless it's a direct threat to his people, or something he needs to be careful of. He assumes it's just something for history. So, no, he doesn't know of anything directly.
Okay, that's good. To be clear.
What other preparations are you doing before you head out? What are you doing with your ship? Because they're going on foot.
True.
Tie it to a post, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Rahim will give his honor that no one here will disturb it, and he'll actually ask for one of the guards, the people staying behind that are guarding the village, kind of the backup crew, some of the like the lumberjacks who also can do a little bit of fighting. We'll keep an eye on it, and no one will place a hand on your craft.
Okay.
I trust him with my life.
I'm gonna just the guy that he assigns to look after the ship, should go up to him. Be real suspicious. Keep your eye on this, right? If you don't, the Juniper. If anything happens to the Juniper, that happens to you. That's one of their abilities.
The lumberjack's biggest concern is if there is a significant enough threat to Blackfield, can he use the ballista in the fight? Is he permitted? If he offers to pay you back for the cost of the ammunition, can he use the ballista to help defend the
You
village?
can use exactly two shots. After 2 shots, then I think you're just messing with it. You're just playing with it. So you really need to you can use it, but if anything happens to it, it happens to you too. So you're a lumberjack, you cut down trees for fun, but it's not what this is, okay?
But he
So
cuts
throw
down
my
trees
eyes at them the whole time.
Yeah, no worries. He's not he doesn't seem like he's super interested in the technology. He more so just sees it as a nice asset part that is his village for a little while. So he's not complaining, and he's giving you good vibes.
Okay, good. Okay, and I'll walk off, and I think Valerian is ready for sure.
So, great. Okay. Anything else?
I got anything special to do.
I'll take is going to just be gonna be like talking up the party. Just
we'll get into that during the expedition. Yeah. Okay.
I think the only thing that I will do is actually use the Chewinga Charm Charm.
Okay. Let's get it rolling.
Yeah. $16.
Huh. Okay. All right.
Kind of the interesting.
Meld into stone on yourself. All right.
I've had this before.
Have you?
You haven't used it. You have.
I did not use it. I was like, what am I going to use this for?
If you want to meld into stone.
Well, you can meld into stone. Yeah.
Sure, you could use that in some sort of weird trap way or something. Burst out of the ground. Yeah. Cool. Toad, anything?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, I will pull you all to Survival. Have an oversight. Okay. So, you and the chief, Roheen, and his expeditionary group depart Blackfield. At the beginning, kind of just after, we'll say just after dinner time. So you've all got, food in your stomachs. As you're beginning to leave, So you begin your trek into the sparsely the trees around Blackfield seem to be indicative of why Blackfield was built here, because you get a couple miles out, the trees kind of fade away, and there's a lot of rolling dunes in this this snowy landscape. And off to the northeast, you see a rather large mountain. And there's conversations to be had during the trek. The diggers and expeditioners, are chatting quite excitedly about what they're going to find, and how it's going to be good for all the Aventon people about what they're getting their hands on. This big of a find hasn't been found in close to 50 years in a crypt. Let's get a survival roll, or we can get a survival roll, or we can get a perception roll.
Okay.
So either you can try to help navigate, or you can try to keep as lookouts.
I am equally terrible at that.
Yeah,
I'm
same
pretty
here.
good at survival. I have a +9 in survival.
Same, yeah.
My perception is only +5 though, so I think we can just do survival.
You guys can, if Rick and Toad want to roll together, if you are making a team effort, you can roll separately or roll with advantage. Either way is fine.
Let's roll
If-
together.
If Rick tries to navigate, can I then try to keep an eye out for threats on the way?
Absolutely. Let's do that. Yeah.
So would I be doing perception in that case?
So Rick, you roll survival. Toad rolls perception.
Okay.
Both blind, please.
Oh,
I guess-
blind? My bad.
Yeah, blind.
All right, I'll redo that. You saw nothing.
Nobody saw anything.
Yes.
Toad, you're keeping an eye out as you begin your trek through the snow. You're seeing groups of flying creatures. As you walk towards the cryptic darkness, a couple miles out. So on your journey, you're seeing flying creatures, but they're too far away to identify what they might be. Rick, you managed to help them make good time, as you are not as proficient navigating snowy weather, but long hikes and long treks, you kind of understand how to help pace, maybe the civilians. So you make good time. So I'll say you make it to the next tile by the time you get to the end of the day.
Good.
And any topics that your group wants to discuss with Raheen, Atlas, or any of the civilians on your way up to the crypt?
Yeah, I'll tell them about the time I, took down a purple worm by myself, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, let's make that a persuasion check or a deception.
Okay.
I'll take assist by hyping,
Absolutely.
or providing supporting details. Yeah.
It is. I think it's a self-deception on the part of Rick, so I'll go with persuasion.
Okay, roll with advantage. I'll take it.
Okay.
We'll help you. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it is a
Wow.
compelling
Oh, it's a
story.
net 20.
That is a natural 20. Yeah, I mean, it's a compelling story, no matter how much you embellish it. Because, I mean, y'all were level 5 fighting this purple worm.
Are we even level 5 at that point?
You were either level
That sounds
4
about right.
or 5. Yeah, you were low. You were
Okay,
first. You were first tier. So yeah, I mean, this is a compelling story. So yeah, I mean, you've encapsulated the warrior community with this standing tall against a massive creature, and they are in awe, and they're honestly jealous at the level of honor that you've brought to your people, and your expedition, if you will. And they complain that if this isn't celebrated by your nation's leaders when you return, then that is a great dishonor. So they are
I agree.
they are fully in Camp Rick of
Yep.
slaying the purple worm.
What can I say? Yep.
They are upset you don't carry a trophy on your person.
Well, we did have a bunch of poison for a while. Do we still have any of that?
I'll just take
Yeah,
a little vial of poison and just shake it.
Don't shake it too hard.
Half the party pulls out their poison that will melt everyone's
Yeah.
skin.
Deadliest poison in the galaxy.
We're all synced up, pulling it out. Very funny.
They
One little
grow...
drop comes out and just melts a 1 foot hole into the snow.
It absolutely would. This is like the most corrosive acid known to anyone, whatever you can imagine. Yeah, so I think you definitely get in some good graces, and they're very excited to see your group fight. Any other topics you want to discuss with the group? It's probably we'll call this the one night you have with them before you kind of make it closer to the crypt.
A familiar. We've seen like a mage academy at Bright Rest. Someone had a cockatrice pet. What other kind of what other kind of magic or magic users are there? Are there also druids? Or is there like a circle of druids out here?
Yeah, you got any guys that can like transform their bodies, maybe?
No, Rohim. No one. The warriors and the civilians aren't aware of anyone who transforms. The Bright Breast folks with their mage academy are kind of their own. They kind of keep to their own. They think that their magic will be what restarts the ship, but all the folks here are of the opinion that magic in space is highly dangerous, to that same point before. So these folks are like those who already are journeying the stars, the Aventans that will return to pick them up as, they intend to be the warrior force for the Aventans that rescue them. And so they put their full trust in the magical ability of Aventans that come rescue them in their ships, because they would demonstrate that whatever magic they do have is safe for the ships. You get the vibe that the group here doesn't necessarily believe that the magic being practiced by Bright Rest or just magic practice in general is the safest option in, the rescue of their people. It's almost like it's not particularly religious, but it's almost like two schools of thought of, when the saviors return, we will be their champions, versus we are our own saviors and we'll fix the ship and fly away. That's kind of the two camps of thought that you've seen so far. So it's not necessarily, they're not speaking in terms of hostility, but more of talking, like that's, it's political in the sense of like their ideology, like they're not bad people, they're just thinking about this wrong. So what else?
I think I'm gonna ask them like if they can elaborate what happened with their, like, not just that they have different ideologies, but like, was there anything more that happened with the brothers feud? Like, was there like a specific event?
No specific event. It seems like it was just a drifting of ideologies over the years. Shalom seemed to ascribe to the more magically minded, we will rescue ourselves ideology that seems like the parents, the mother and father of the brothers were split in ideology, and Shalom was more of a mama's boy. Whereas the previous captain of the Aventan people had more of the ideologies of Rohim, and he claims that Captain Cyrus, the current leader, entertains his youngest brother's thoughts, but knows the right path for their people.
Okay.
All right. Well, here's to a fruitful expedition. Can't wait to see you in action.
All right. Let's. Do you all need to roll for? You get another long rest if you get one. I'll mark that as another day.
I think I need a long rest when my hit dice didn't reset, so I'll just do it to make sure it resets.
We are still synced up that the month of the year is the month that is the month of the year. It happens to be the planet that y'all are on. It's 14 Dravago 108 YK. It's convenient. Yeah, that wasn't intentional, but the calendar just aligned really well with your pace. It's kind of cool. Weird nerdy GM things. It makes my GM heart happy. Okay.
We're about to have like a solstice or something. It's about to be crazy.
Oh.
Campaign 3.
Is there a whole solstice thing about campaign 3?
Yeah, the solstice is what kicks off the whole campaign, basically.
Will be a soul cycle.
Oh.
That's what they call it.
Oh yeah, because of the whole moon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Damn. The Wandering In plot had a whole thing about the solstice too. That's a crazy coincidence. I was like, no one's read that book yet, right? Okay. That's just a crazy coincidence. Pirate Alba does consume a lot of content, so it's entirely possible it's still a critical role. Okay. All right, so as you depart for the next day, as you begin your trek, you begin to see some structures, some dilapidated structures as you transition closer towards the crypt. Perhaps there was a previous civilization, a previous town here, previous city here. And Raheem seems to back that up because he becomes more wary as you all find yourself at a ice river crossing that you'll need to navigate. Let me go ahead and pull you over there.
Can I ask Raheem, is it his people, the Aventans, who lived in this area, or is this a civilization that predates them? Because they've been here for like 50,000 years, something crazy like that.
He suspects that it was. He's never bothered to look up the history, but he suspects it was. He knows there's been no intelligent races besides the Adventans since they've landed here. So he assumes it's them, but he doesn't know any history of this area.
Okay. He's not a nerd.
He's not a nerd. Dude's real good with his sword. That's what he's got.
He goes slash good.
He goes slash real good. But yeah, so something spooks Raheem. Whenever they do take expeditions, the ruins are typically where they find, things that attempt to try to use the structures, or things that try to use, this. There's generally life in these areas, so he warns you all to remain cautious as you navigate this area. And the civilians are. Let me grab one as a represent. I'll grab a couple as a representation for those that they're hanging back, obviously. Yeah, whatever y'all want to do.
We're gonna get across the ravine, huh?
Well, it looks like there's maybe, there's a slimmer crossing to the east. We could try stepping over there.
Sorry, I'm still lit up from my light spell. I just realized. That's just Rick's natural personality beaming.
Mm-hmm.
He has a shining personality.
He's so proud of himself after that worm story.
Mm-hmm. Rick is gonna go right to the edge of the ravine here.
Okay.
And sort of like look over it precipitously.
Okay. Go ahead.
How deep down is it?
It goes down about 35 feet. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Blind, please. Thank you. Okay.
Yep, that's about 35 feet.
Yeah, Joe's about 35 feet. It's mostly frozen. It's frozen for about 20 feet, but you notice that there is non-frozen water, like a trickle of it, in the last 10, 15 feet or so. So you see a couple of fishies. Good ice fishing if you can punch through 20 feet.
Okay. And how tall are these? Are these like low to the ground? Are they on like the bed of the ravine?
Yeah, they're in the bed of the ravine that poke their way out, so they go all the way down.
Okay. So it's not like they're big columns sitting up or anything.
Yeah, no, they're just barely over the ice.
Are these snowtop trees or rocks?
They are snowtop trees.
Ah, we got wood.
We could
Are we
also
gonna be
Just
making a
saying.
bridge?
We could, yeah, if we needed to, we could make a bridge. I mean, I'm not gonna have trouble getting over this. I have a spacesuit and I can jump really far. So
Could go together. Take a running leap. Let's see. We could help to set up a bridge if we take some rope with us.
that's true.
That sound like a plan?
Rope bridge.
Good.
You could. Yeah. Where you're standing versus where the water starts is about a 10-foot drop. So it's not like it's a chasm, but it is something that you'll have to clear.
You're saying that?
Oh, I mean, I think a bridge is not a bad idea, but I could also summon some friends to help ferry people over.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe we get there and make sure that our friends aren't sitting ducks.
You do note the civilians have brought a bunch of empty sleds in order to carry cargo, so they're going to have to walk across whatever you have, unless you want to carry the sleds. I mean, you could probably put them in a pack, but on the way back, that might be logistically rough.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I say we, or my proposal is, together we can help to set up a rope bridge, and maybe between these two trees to the east. I don't know why I'm not pinging. Okay. Well, between these two trees, and nope, that's not the one I wanted to use.
We can see your cursor too.
There you go. And maybe the civilians, once that's set up, they can build something that's more amenable to their sleds. Well, we make sure that the rest of it is secure.
Raheen offers that they can help with the logistics of they can help put together a bridge too if you need
Fantastic.
hands. So.
All right, what's the plan?
Is this room for 50 feet of... No, we need more than one set of rope to make that. So maybe 2 lengths. 82 feet.
The civilians have two sets of 50 feet rope. That's what they've got.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I think we could do it then.
Cool. Let's.
So
we
someone's
have the
someone's
codes.
leaping across with rope. Is that what's going on here?
We have the levitate
Oh, true.
spell, and then I'll post the.
Yeah, I mean, I just got same thing, but I'm probably just gonna use the jump spell instead.
I will turn into a giant eagle or giant owl, and I can carry the rope across.
Form of giant eagle.
Who? Okay.
Who?
Mike Jones? Okay. Who? Sorry, super hard tangent. My first attorney ever in the defense world was like a huge fan of Mike Jones, like white guy from Texas. So he was like huge into like the Mike Jones scene. So like he's advising clients on like facing court-martial charges with Mike Jones bumping in the background. The guy's like a captain in the military, like a military attorney bumping Mike Jones in the office. I couldn't. It made the vibes chill. But I always think about him when I think about Mike Jones. Okay. All right. So Toad's a giant owl. You can easily carry. Kate, if you want to leap across, or anyone else who has the pseudo weightlessness, you can fairly straightforwardly navigate across.
We.
Not 30 feet.
Is it a wee or a
Gotcha.
woo? Okay.
All right.
All right.
So he's going to kick off from one tree, get to the other side.
Okay.
Oh, you're using levitate, nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you levitate to the other side. Y'all are bringing the rope.
Mhm.
You got your ropes. Okay.
Rope unspooling behind him.
Yeah. Toad and Rick, you hear some rubble falling in the structures to the northwest and northeast.
Oh, hey, Toad, let's go check that out.
Go check it out. Yeah.
No need to tell anybody else about this.
No, we're fine. There's nothing here. It's just ruins.
We gotta make sure these buildings are stable.
And a dead dragon. We already have our work cut out for us.
Is this the front door that I'm at? Right now?
Yeah, there's that stairs up to it, and then there's a broken part on the inside. So, yeah, as you poke your head around, you see the rustling of some bird-like creatures that sense your presence and squawk at you, and they'll immediately jump out and they're gonna try to eat you. So we're gonna.
Oh my god!
We're gonna go ahead and roll into combat to end the night, I think.
Okay.
Oh, some pretty birdies.
Pretty
Birds?
bird.
I love birds.
Yeah, they look so friendly too.
So
Guys, what if we
friendly.
get another mount? A phantom
Yeah.
friend.
Not that big, unfortunately.
Okay.
You know,
Alright.
they can grow. maybe they're just really young birds.
Okay.
Bird
Let's go
lovers.
ahead and roll initiative. Let's get into this, shall we?
Oh yes. Hey, 18.
15's not bad.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm a
of
giant
course.
owl. Me.
Oh yeah, you got to pull out the giant owl.
Yep. Hold on. There I am.
Can we add the giant owl to the initiative? I think we can, right? I'll just add the giant owl to the initiative.
Well, I rolled a 9.
Okay. Yep, I see it. It showed up. Perfect. Alright, I'll just pull Toad off the. I'll just leave Toad there and then remove them from the combat pack. Since it's a little bit easier. Okay. Everyone has rolled. Let me roll for the NPCs. Okay, cool. Alright, holy shit, Atlas. Okay.
Bam!
He's a quick guy.
Can't wait to see what he's up.
Yeah, he can move 30 feet, and he will pull out his longbow, and he will hold his action to fire at any threat that pops up. So that's his turn. Okay. It's the cockatrice. You heard about these guys?
I heard about these guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So they rush around the corner. You hear a scrambling of a couple more on the other side of this wall. So they rush out, and they have this nasty little bite. So let's.
I've heard about that.
That is an 18 to hit. What is your AC now? Oh, that's right. Your AC is stupid high now.
Nerd.
Okay. All right.
GM advantage.
That's a turn. It does nothing. Raheen will also pull out a longbow and stand ready to fire. So that's his turn. Another one of these cockatrices are running out, and they do.
Oh my god, there's so many.
They do have pack tactics. So now it's gonna roll advantage. I think alt is advantage. Yes, 22 to hit.
That does hit.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm not seeing these attacks in the.
Oh,
in,
hey,
in, like,
yeah.
Is
I
that
need
normal? I didn't know if that was like.
Oh, no. I just need to reveal them. I was rolling them blind for some reason.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah, you take 3 damage. And what'd you roll on that con save?
22.
Okay, so you succeed on the con save. You feel your body, your joints start to lock up for a second, but then you're good. You managed to get through that. I'll take.
Trying to get the old lockjaw.
Yeah, this is a moment where he's like finishing tying up this rope, and it's like, wait, what's going on over there? But I guess from this vantage point, I can see that there's, or hear that there's conflict taking place. God, it's gonna take me a while to get over there with levitate. It's gonna God, what does it do to my mobility? Change it. Target altitude by 20 feet. Okay. I think he's gonna turn. He's going to turn levitate off, so that he's no longer in midair, and he's gonna have to just start making his way across the ice.
Okay.
And I do have Misty Step, but I still don't know if that's enough to get me there. Okay. He is going to move and ready in action to cast a Sorcerer's Burst.
Okay.
At something attacking himself, Rick, or Toad.
Okay. That makes sense.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Got it.
What's happening?
You hear more cawing coming from the building to your northeast, and they dash towards you. They can't hit you this turn, but more cockatrices are coming out of the building to your northeast.
Oh, great.
Okay. All right. Does my ready to action go off?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Sorcerer's Burst. And this will be fire.
Okay. 20 definitely hits. 15 damage.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll
Perfect.
apply it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I should
No,
target.
no worries. Okay. Your Sorcerer's Burst slams into this cockatrice and significantly bloodies the cockatrice. So they're not particularly large creatures.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's ready.
okay.
That's a full ready
Alright.
action.
It's bloodied, so it's going to try to attack you. Can you use its bloodied action to do that? That's a 14 to hit you.
All right.
You take 3. Was that piercing? Oh, piercing. Yeah, 3 piercing. I need a con save.
Okay, gotcha. Con save. 17.
You're good. Okay. Same thing. You feel your body lock up for a second, and then you're able to push past it.
Gotcha.
Not this turn.
Nope.
Just kidding. More creatures seem to pop. At this point, the disturbances and the crowing of the creatures around seem to get the attention of something coming out of the ice. So this weird watery creature erupts from the ice, breaking it open. And it will move to the south to attack, and it begins to climb up, so it has to go 20 feet, 30 feet. Okay, so I'm going to say it gets right about there. And then it is going to rush. How much? What's its movement speed? Yeah, so it's going to have to move. So it's going to dash to try to get closer to everyone here. But that'll proc Roheen and Atlas's longbow shots. So let me roll those.
Okay,
damn.
be careful.
Damn. I think Roheen just almost one shot. Almost one shot. And then Atlas will finish that creature off. So
oh my god.
Nice turn, idiot.
Yeah, they just murked that ice creature. Okay. We're to you, Rick.
Oh, Toad, the birds are mean. And I'm gonna run back.
Okay. You're gonna take attacks of opportunity.
That's fine.
Okay. Before you run, let me target you. Yeah, let me target you real quick. And they do have pack tactics. So. First one's 22 to hit. 3 piercing. Con save.
Ow. Oh yeah, con save.
Yeah, you're solid.
I'm tanking this shit.
One more.
Where are they hitting you when they get around your plate armor?
I don't know. I think there's little puncture wounds in it.
Okay, gotcha.
23. That's a crit. All 6 piercing damage.
Boy.
Another con save. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now you can run.
Okay.
They're just nipping at your nipping at your ankles.
Ouch. I went over here. I'm gonna establish the blast zone.
Well, that's not Toad.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine I went directly this way.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
I'm hiding behind this giant owl now.
Okay.
What do we want to do now? I actually can't see any of them anymore. I may have made a mistake.
There's one right next to Altaic.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Frick.
I don't notice it. Okay, Rick has never looked in that direction yet. Okay.
Oof.
Can I hold an action?
Yeah.
I will hold a spell I haven't cast in actually quite a while. I'll hold a guiding bolt.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. You haven't cast that in a while.
So next time a cockatrice comes within 30 feet, I'll blast it.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Hey, you're gonna get your freaking wish. Another one comes out of the building to the north of you. So go ahead and shoot your shot, King.
Yeah, we'll try to turn this into a fried chicken.
Don't destroy it too much. We can cook it.
It's a 25 to hit.
Whoa. 4d6 and you rolled a 6?
Yeah, 1, 2, 2, 1. So,
What?
That's brutal.
Yikes.
Okay.
It's fine.
But guiding bolt, it does have it's lit up now, right? There's some sort of effect on it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next attack roll against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay. Well, for some reason it doesn't apply that effect, but I will mark it accordingly. Okay, I'll just add the mark. Got it. Okay, it did make it 30 feet. Toad, you're gonna try to it's gonna try to bite you.
Okay.
Bird on bird violence.
That's a 16 hit. You take 3 piercing, and I need a con save.
Ouch.
Whole lot of damage, y'all. Whole lot of damage.
Mm.
You're getting pecked to pieces here.
One of us is gonna fail a con save, and then
that's when it gets rough.
Gonna kick.
Ow!
No!
It was me!
You want to use your inspiration?
No, I'm fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. You feel your owl wings lock up. You are magically petrified. You are restrained, and your metallic wings begin to. We'll say for you, they begin to rust and start to turn to stone.
Oh no!
So you are restrained.
I've never been into rocks before.
Okay. So yeah, you are restrained, and you repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Is petrification different from paralyzation?
Yes, I think petrification.
Okay.
Think like Medusa petrification.
Gotcha.
That's why these little fuckers are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Where's this one? Okay. Another cockatrice comes out of the house to the east. Let's see there. And
Cockatrice in the east.
okay, it can make it here, so it's dashing, but it can't attack you. Okay.
No big deal. I'll take just a couple nasty chickens.
Just a little burps.
Yeah.
More of these water weird creatures come up out of the water and are climbing up the side. So, Val, you got one to the northeast of you now. I think there's one more that pops up. Yeah. But that one can't make it. I think it makes it to about here. Yeah. Okay. Toad, your turn.
I will talons the guy who talonsed me.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, hold on. I untargeted him for some reason.
You roll with advantage. That's alt. Yeah. Yeah. AC super low. So you hit. It's not dead yet. But you do take a sizable chunk out of it.
And that's my turn because I'm restrained.
Okay. Bloodied action. It's going to try to bite you.
Rude.
18 to hit.
Ouch.
You don't need to make the. Yeah, you don't need to make another throw against the petrification.
Oh, do I need to do my con save there at the end of my turn, though?
Yeah, you'll need. Oh, yes. So let's just count this one for that one. So just go ahead and roll with the prompt. Whew. That's close. That's real close. Okay. The effect ends. You are no longer restrained.
I was about to use greater restoration on you.
Yeah. Okay. Right. But let me remove that string. Okay. And then let me remove that mark. All right. Signy.
Signy will see one ice monster that just got decimated right beside her, and she'll take a step back to this spot. So.
Rick moves forward, Signy moves back.
Yeah. And then I think Signy will, seeing guiding bolts just fly off, she will also cast a guiding bolt. And I'll target, sorry, I should have not done that.
Yeah, do that.
Target him.
Yeah, still a hit. 15 damage. Okay. Yep. Guiding bolt. Oh, see, it worked for them. Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out because it works on Signy sheet but not on Rick's. So might just drag and drop it. Okay. All right. Anything else for Signy?
That is it. Yeah, that's it.
All right. The Astral Warriors. They're gonna walk up and they're gonna kind of form a little bit of a defensive grid here. They're holding actions to attack if creatures get within melee. Okay. Another one of these galvanized weirds show up. Dashing. It's to here. But dashed. Can't do shit. And then where's that last one? Where'd it go? Oh, no, it's your turn. Your turn, Belle.
All right. Well, I think that I think actually, yeah, Valerian will see that Allison we're going to have this creature, so he will jump over to this one.
Okay.
And I will pull out my greatsword.
Okay.
And with the bonus action, I will activate it.
Uh-huh.
And then I will
roll with
target
advantage
him and attack him.
Okay.
With advantage, that's right.
Boom. Roll damage. Alright. Yeah, that thing's
Jesus,
dead.
look at all these dice on the screen.
My.
Yeah, I gotta
32 damage.
So yeah, it's this weird thing. I've got to fix the sword. It's adding the 3d6 as if you're doing that bonus action new thing. So gonna fix that.
Okay,
so it was 21. What?
21. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, 21 damage.
Still a lot of damage.
Still a lot of damage. Yeah. So it's definitely dead. How do you kill it?
It is dead. I think it's just I think Valerian, as he activates the greatsword, actually gets surprised that it's like the lightning is like shocking out even more powerful than before, and he'll swing it in a fell swoop, and it'll be like you'll hear like the lightning, like the of it happening, and then the ice creature will fall apart as it is decimated.
Okay. Well done. There's more ice things. They're weird. Okay. This
They're
one.
water weird.
Galvanized ice. Okay. This one rolls up. It is can't attack you, but it's there. Okay. Like I said, I already handled these guys. They're more so standing back in defense. Actually, I'm gonna move them back near Signy because their primary goal is to protect the civilians. So they're gonna hang back. Don't care. Atlas is gonna stab the guy in front of him. Quickly duck away the longbow and pull out his long sword. Two-handed. That's a miss. And one more time. That's a hit. It does 20 damage. Knocks the shit out of that
Animations are
thing.
so cool.
I know, aren't they? Trees up north. Okay, they're coming towards you.
You'll have to.
And yeah, they can make it here. So they're coming for you.
Why do these birds just hate a fellow bird so much?
Yeah, I'm just a guy.
Okay,
Competition, I guess.
add some. Raheen. Also gonna stab. I mean, they're gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Yeah. Okay. They both pull out long swords and proceed to cleanly cut in similar style to you, Val. Okay.
Copycats.
Copycat.
I know.
This one.
This is my Signy.
The second cockatrice runs out and will take a bite at Toad. They are rolling with advantage.
There's a really delicious looking halfling right next to me.
Wow.
Okay. But you're the bigger one. Okay, 2 piercing damage and con save, please.
Okay, sorry, I have to do it for my sheet. Oh,
That's fail. You are restrained. And at the end of your turn, you'll roll to see if you become petrified.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. As your body begins to turn to stone. I'll take. It's your turn.
Ooh, okay. He's going to efficient way to get rid of this. These guys. He's going to cast the Arms of Hadar at 2nd level.
Okay. They both fail.
It didn't give you an opportunity to bump that up. Okay, so I'm gonna add a 1d6 on top of that.
Mhm. Go ahead and roll. I'll just add it.
Yeah. What the? There's no chat. Oh, there it is. Okay, but the chat log is in somewhere else. Jesus.
Okay.
The chat log itself moved. That's very funny. Okay. Okay. So if they both failed, neither of them can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. So Altair will flee, trying to make its way to the blast zone.
Okay.
With you guys.
Go for it.
Smart.
they're coming after me. And then that. Okay. I have a bonus action. It is only 30 feet of myself. Okay. That'll be his turn.
Okay. Rick.
Toad, do you hear something? Huh. Oh yeah. I mean, that's not really what an owl. Does an owl make that noise?
Ooh, you're right. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Okay, some performance anxiety.
Yeah, you see Toad starting to turn into stone.
No big deal.
That's what
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
No big deal, guys.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's a brave. It's a party. And all these guys, when they move, they have to make some saving throws.
Okie doke.
Where didn't come up in the chat? Oh no, it did.
It did.
There's so many little things at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't want Toad to be affected by that, so you can ignore anything that came up on your screen, Toad.
Sure.
Okay.
And when the creature enters the area for the first time, or starts a turn there. Oop. Well, Toad's dead. So when these guys start their turn, they'll have to make the saving throw.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have anything else to do. I will end the turn.
Okay. Beginning of its turn, it makes the throw, you said? Okay.
Yep. 17 is what it has to beat.
I'll make the rolls. fails, it takes 11 damage. If it fails,
It looks like it.
that one's dead. Keep going.
Zapped.
Yep, zapped. This cockroach. It was just no reactions, right? For the one that you affected, I'll take. You muted.
I'll take.
All right. Let's see.
Comes up like that. Oh, I can read it too. Can't take reactions. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine. I just wanted to see if it could move. It's gonna move 30 feet.
No, yeah,
and attack you.
it's perfect fine. Mm.
It's gonna try to bite you.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
DC
rolling from the
13.
wrong one.
Mhm.
20
Alright,
to hit you.
gotcha. Oh, weird. It says misses. Okay. All right. 3. And
Hey, you
then
wish.
con save. I do wish.
Okay, you succeed the con save, but you do take 3 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Okay. This cockatrice is all up on you. Okay. Alright. We attacking with Roheen. These things actually haven't made it to anyone to hit yet. Jeez. Oh! I've been doing this wrong, but whatever. Okay. Slams into Roheen. Does some damage. That's its turn. You got lucky that I did that wrong. Toad! At the end of your turn, you'll make that con save.
Yeah, which means I'm taking one of these guys down with me.
Yeah.
17 damage. Significantly injures the cockatrice to the one that you just attacked, but it's not dead. It's still alive.
Alternative, I could just say, I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
Oh god.
All right, that's a crit success. So you managed to induce the capacitors inside of Mecha Toad and fight off the petrification. You staying there?
Oh, never
okay.
mind. I guess you
Yeah.
feel good.
I want someone to roll that bad way. It'll be a fun challenge. Signy.
Signy. I think Signy is like seeing some crazy stuff happen across the way. And I actually think Signy, 120 feet exactly.
Old sniper Signy over here.
Signy will, I think, I've just been too scared to use it, but I'm just going to use it. I cannot pull up her character. Lovely.
Can't
I
pull
just
up a
done?
character sheet?
Yeah.
You just double click it. It opens up.
Okay, yeah, I'm done. Okay, I'm just done.
Okay.
Okay. Signy will use her ability of Starry 4 as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah. Apply it.
So it'll be a
Taking the archer form.
I think it'll be an archer form, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like a giant.
However, I don't think she's going to use that right now. I think she powers up with this form, and I think as she's doing that, one of the stars that she pulls whenever she's in her archer form, it is just empowered to be another guiding bolt.
Okay. I like it. Like the flavor. What are you attacking?
Oh, I keep doing that. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I measured it all the way up here. I'm doing it to this guy.
Okay. Just make sure you target.
Yeah, I am.
27 hits. 28 damage. So it's to the cockatrice to the southwest of Toad?
This one right here.
Okay.
Yep,
yeah,
southwest.
that will absolutely demolish that cockatrice. It is dead.
Demolish.
I think Cindy sees like some crazy spells going off over there, and that's what she ends up doing.
Okay. All right, that her turn?
That is her turn.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything with these guys. It's your turn, Val.
All right. Val, on the other hand, sees the enemy in front of him.
Yep.
And I will cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
I cast Moving Blade, so it's 8 damage for this attack.
Okay.
But I will roll to attack.
Yep.
Ooh, on 11, I miss.
11 is a miss.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with my bonus action, I will attack again.
Okay.
Damn, you rolled a 2 on that.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 hits.
And it is 24 damage.
Yep. It does seem resistant to your lightning, but you do enough damage to kill it. However, this one seems to explode in your face in a gash of lightning.
Ooh.
I need you to make me a dex save, please.
Not great.
You take 7 lightning damage, but you are now resistant to lightning damage. So you take 3 lightning damage.
A nice little shock, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like manifested in the way that like whenever the shock happens, like it's being absorbed a little, like some of the electricity is being absorbed by the sword itself.
Good flavor. Like it. Okay. Don't care about these guys. Atlas is gonna try to stabby stab. A 1. A 2. It also explodes in their faces, though. So, force them to do this first. It won't let me make them roll this roll until it has 1 HP left. Okay. 1 fails, 1 succeeds. They take a little bit of lightning damage, but this thing is dead. Okay. Is there another one around? You guys have killed all of them, huh? Okay, cool. What's the range on a longbow? Can you make that shot? Yeah, you can try to make that shot. Try to help out Toad up there. Okay. He will brandish his longbow and try to make this shot at the cockatrice trying to eat. What? The first attack slams in. Oh, it even does the little animation. That's cool.
That was cool.
He has a second shot. Boom. Takes it out.
Whoa.
Hey, all right, they're showing up.
Yeah. All right. I'll take.
All right. Well, let's get rid of this dude. That's on top. Okay, first we're gonna try to push him away with the telekinetic shove. So
okay, it rolled a 13, so it fails.
Okay, gotcha. It fails. It's pushed back 5 feet. That's his bonus action. With an action, he's going to cast Sorcerer's Burst on it.
Okay. You boof and bah. Okay.
Boof and bah.
Okay. 5 fire damage. Yep.
Then we're gonna try to keep up and get to the blast zone. It's like they're just birds attacking us. What happened? And it's just like, didn't you hear me? It's like, and I think the rest of the crew, I don't think you see them from here, but they're also being attacked on the other side of the ravine. And that's his turn.
Yeah. Rick.
Mm-hmm. Well. All right.
I can't hear you inside of this plate armor.
Yeah. I'm gonna move. I'll move the blast zone.
Okay.
And I'll make it. I'll take into the blast zone.
Okay.
And then I will shoot. This one's still alive, right?
Yep, it's the last one alive.
All right, gotcha. I'm gonna shoot another guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
I've been able to use my guiding bolts in a while. Boom.
Okay. Slams into it. It is glowing. It is barely alive. Like any.
Damn it.
It has 1 HP left.
But I don't want to get near it because those things do have a little poisonous little bite there. So
yeah,
we have the spiritual guardian barrier. We're fine.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I'll end my turn.
So it's gonna proc once it runs in. It needs to make a what? Wisdom save.
Wisdom 17.
Roll the 9.
Yeah.
It has 1 HP left. So how does your spirit guardian kill this thing?
I think it just gets roasted, like microwaved instantly.
Why does it smell like chicken?
It just like one frame turns into roasted chicken on a plate or something.
Exactly, like this cartoon, like a wall chicken from like Castlevania.
Heck
Straight
yeah.
up like a fucking video game.
Yeah, right.
Like the drop was a full chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, all right. That's the end of combat.
Nice.
I was successful in making half CR creatures a threat. I will take it.
Honestly true.
Little swarm of them. They can paralyze you if you they get a bite on. Yeah.
Yeah, they can straight up petrify you if Toad had failed that save. You're petrified for 24 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I stay a giant owl or do I revert at some point? Like, and
That's
like,
good.
like stone?
That's a great question.
Like,
I guess we'll never know.
We can test that.
Not
We
yet.
can test that. We could bet on that. I
for
think.
I would
science?
bet on that.
For science.
I think we open up next session talking about having that exact conversation.
Okay. I think this is a good spot to stop for the night.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and we'll pick up this expedition next week, and we'll see what you find under the ice to the north. So, okay.
I love having like this dungeon right after the other dungeon too. This is so cool.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording.